Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a crucial topic that affects everyone, the side effects of dehydration. Let's get started. Water is quite literally the elixir of life. It makes up a huge percentage of our bodies and is involved in nearly every physiological process. Yet, so many of us unknowingly walk around in a state of mild to moderate dehydration, and this can have some surprisingly significant impacts on our health, our mood, and even our cognitive abilities. It's not just about feeling thirsty. The ripple effects go much deeper. We often hear about the importance of drinking enough water, especially during hot weather or intense exercise. But do we truly understand what happens when we don't? What are the signals our body sends us, and what are the more insidious, less obvious consequences of not hitting our fluid quota? Today, I want to break down exactly how dehydration can throw your body off balance, from the surface-level signs to the more serious internal issues. We'll explore 9 key ways dehydration can impact your health. My goal here isn't to scare you, but to empower you with knowledge. Understanding these effects can motivate us all to make hydration a priority, because let's be honest, in our busy lives, sometimes grabbing that extra glass of water gets pushed to the bottom of the to-do list. But by the end of this video, I hope you'll see why it deserves a top spot. We'll cover everything from how it zaps your energy to how it can even affect your heart and kidneys. So, grab a glass of water, settle in, and let's get into it. One of the earliest and most common signs that you're not getting enough fluids is a noticeable dip in your energy levels, a pervasive sense of fatigue that just won't quit. You might find yourself feeling sluggish, unmotivated, or just plain tired, even if you think you've had a decent night's sleep. This isn't just in your head, there's a clear physiological reason for it. When your body is low on water, your overall blood volume actually decreases. Think of it like trying to pump a thick syrup through a pipe instead of a free-flowing liquid. It's much harder work for your heart. This reduction in blood volume means your heart has to work overtime to pump blood throughout your body, and the delivery of oxygen and essential nutrients to your muscles and organs becomes less efficient. Your cells literally aren't getting the fuel they need as quickly or as easily. Consequently, even simple tasks can feel more demanding, and your overall stamina can take a hit. It's a bit like your body's internal logistics system getting bogged down, leading to that persistent feeling of weariness and a lack of get up and go. So, before you reach for another cup of coffee, consider if a glass of water might be what your body is truly craving. Another very common and unpleasant consequence of not drinking enough water is the onset of headaches, and sometimes even dizziness or lightheadedness. If you're prone to headaches or even migraines, dehydration can be a significant trigger. The exact mechanism isn't fully understood, but one leading theory is that when you're dehydrated, your brain tissue can temporarily lose water and, as a result, slightly contract or shrink. This pulling away from the skull can put pressure on pain-sensitive structures and nerves, leading to that familiar throbbing sensation. Beyond headaches, that feeling of dizziness or unsteadiness when you stand up too quickly can also be a red flag for dehydration. This often happens because the reduced blood volume we talked about earlier can lead to a drop in blood pressure. When your blood pressure is lower, it can impair blood flow to the brain, especially when you change positions. Your brain isn't getting the steady supply of oxygenated blood it needs, which can leave you feeling woozy or like the room is spinning. It's your body's way of saying, "Hey, I need more fluids to keep everything running smoothly up here." It's not just physical energy that takes a hit when you're dehydrated. Your cognitive function can also suffer significantly. We're talking about things like your ability to focus, your short-term memory, your decision-making skills, and even your mood. You might find yourself struggling to concentrate on a task, easily distracted, or having a harder time recalling information. This brain fog can be incredibly frustrating, especially when you need to be sharp and on your game. Even a relatively small drop in your hydration levels, something as little as 1 to 2% dehydration, can start to impair these mental processes. This impact on cognitive function can be particularly pronounced in vulnerable populations like children, whose bodies and brains are still developing, and the elderly, who may have a diminished sense of thirst or other underlying health conditions. For students trying to learn, professionals needing to perform complex tasks, or older adults trying to maintain their cognitive health, staying adequately hydrated is absolutely paramount. Your brain is incredibly sensitive to its environment, and a lack of sufficient water can disrupt the delicate balance of electrolytes and neurotransmitter function, making it harder to think clearly and efficiently. Chapter 4. Let's move down to the digestive system, because dehydration can cause some real discomfort here too. Water is absolutely essential for every stage of digestion, from helping to break down food to ensuring smooth transit through your intestines. When you don't drink enough, your body, in its effort to conserve water, will try to absorb more fluid from your colon. This results in stools that are harder, drier, and much more difficult to pass, which is a classic recipe for constipation. If you're regularly struggling with bowel movements, increasing your water intake should be one of the first things you consider. But it doesn't stop at constipation. Dehydration can also slow down the overall digestive process, leading to feelings of bloating and general discomfort. Furthermore, a lack of sufficient water can sometimes exacerbate issues like acid reflux or heartburn. Your stomach produces strong acids to digest food, and adequate hydration helps maintain the protective mucus lining of your stomach and esophagus. When you're dehydrated, this protective barrier might be less effective, and the balance of digestive juices can be thrown off, leading to that burning sensation and unease. So, keeping your digestive tract happy and healthy heavily relies on good hydration. Chapter 5. Our skin is our body's largest organ, and it's often one of the first places to show the visible signs of dehydration. When your body is trying to conserve its precious water resources because you're not replenishing them adequately, it will reduce fluid secretion to less vital areas, and your skin is one of them. This can lead to skin that feels dry, tight, and less elastic. You might notice increased flakiness, a dull complexion, or that fine lines and wrinkles appear more pronounced. Essentially, your skin loses its plumpness and healthy glow when it's thirsty. Similarly, a dry, sticky feeling in your mouth is a very direct indicator that you need to drink up. Saliva production naturally decreases when you're dehydrated. Saliva is more than just moisture. It plays a crucial role in oral health by washing away food particles, neutralizing acids produced by bacteria, and preventing tooth decay. When saliva flow is reduced, you're at a higher risk for bad breath, cavities, and other oral health problems. That parched feeling and cracked lips are clear signals from your body that it's running low on H2O and needs a refill pronto. Chapter 6. One of the most reliable and easily observable indicators of your hydration status is the color and volume of your urine. Your kidneys are smart. They play a critical role in regulating your body's fluid balance. When you're well hydrated, your urine should be a pale yellow straw-like color, almost clear. However, if you're not drinking enough water, your kidneys will work to conserve as much fluid as possible. They do this by concentrating the urine, meaning they reabsorb more water back into the body and excrete less of it with the waste products. This concentration process is what leads to that telltale dark yellow or even amber-colored urine. Along with the darker color, you might also notice a stronger, more pungent odor. This is a very clear signal that your body is in conservation mode and needs more fluids. In more serious cases of dehydration, your urine output might drastically reduce. You might find yourself urinating much less frequently or in very small amounts. If you notice this, especially in conjunction with other symptoms, it's a sign that you need to focus on rehydration immediately, as your kidneys are under significant stress. Dehydration doesn't just affect your internal organs and skin, it can also lead to uncomfortable aches and pains in your muscles and joints. Water is crucial for maintaining the balance of electrolytes in your body, like sodium and potassium, which are vital for proper muscle function. When you're dehydrated, this electrolyte balance can be disrupted, leading to muscles that contract involuntarily or don't relax properly. This is what causes those sudden, painful muscle cramps often experienced in the legs, especially during or after physical activity. Furthermore, water plays a key role in lubricating your joints. The cartilage in your joints, which acts as a cushion between bones, is largely composed of water. When you're dehydrated, this cushioning effect can be reduced, leading to increased friction between the bones. This can result in joint pain, stiffness, and a general feeling of discomfort, particularly if you're active or already have conditions like arthritis. So, if you're experiencing unexplained muscle soreness or creaky joints, ensuring you're well hydrated could provide some much-needed relief and support your musculoskeletal health. Your cardiovascular system is put under considerable strain when you're dehydrated. Remember how dehydration can decrease your blood volume? Well, to compensate for this and to maintain adequate blood pressure and circulation to all your vital organs, your heart has to work significantly harder. It needs to beat faster to pump the reduced volume of blood around your body. This is why you might notice an increased heart rate or palpitations when you're dehydrated, even if you're not exerting yourself physically. It's your heart trying to keep up with the demands despite having less fluid to work with. Another critical function that's impaired by dehydration is your body's ability to regulate its temperature primarily through sweating. Sweating is our natural cooling mechanism. As sweat evaporates from your skin, it takes heat with it. However, when you're dehydrated, your body tries to conserve its remaining water, so it reduces sweat production. This makes it much harder for your body to cool down, especially in hot environments or during exercise. This significantly increases your risk of overheating and developing serious heat-related illnesses like heat exhaustion or, in severe cases, life-threatening heat stroke. While the previous points cover many acute effects, chronic long-term dehydration can put a significant and dangerous strain on your kidneys. Your kidneys are your body's master filters, working tirelessly to remove waste products and excess fluid from your blood to produce urine. For them to do this job effectively, they need an adequate supply of water to flush everything through. When you're consistently dehydrated, the concentration of minerals and waste products in your urine increases, creating an environment where kidney stones are more likely to form. These can be incredibly painful and may require medical intervention. Furthermore, chronic dehydration can increase your susceptibility to urinary tract infections, UTIs. Sufficient water intake helps to regularly flush bacteria out of your urinary system, but when urine flow is reduced, bacteria have more opportunity to multiply and cause infection. In the most severe and prolonged cases, persistent dehydration can contribute to a decline in kidney function and potentially even lead to kidney damage or kidney failure. This is why making sure you drink enough water every single day isn't just about quenching thirst. It's about protecting the long-term health of these vital organs. So, there you have it. Dehydration can affect nearly every system in the body. Remember, staying hydrated is one of the simplest yet most important ways to protect your health. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more health tips. Stay hydrated and see you next time. As we've seen, the consequences of not drinking enough water range from annoying and uncomfortable, like fatigue and dry skin, to potentially serious, like kidney problems and cognitive impairment. It truly underscores how fundamental water is to our overall well-being. The good news is that, for most people, preventing dehydration is straightforward. It involves being mindful of your fluid intake throughout the day, not just when you feel thirsty, as thirst can often be a late indicator. Carry a water bottle with you, eat water-rich foods like fruits and vegetables, and pay extra attention to your hydration needs during hot weather, exercise, or illness. Listen to your body. Those subtle cues like a slight headache or darker urine are important messages. Making a conscious effort to drink enough water is an investment in your current and future health. It's a foundational pillar of a healthy lifestyle, right up there with good nutrition and regular exercise. I hope this breakdown has given you a deeper appreciation for the power of H2O and motivates you to keep those fluid levels topped up. If you have any questions or your own tips for staying hydrated, please share them in the comments below. We can all learn from each other.